Canada is known to be one of the most diverse countries in the world. The question of whether or not racism still exists in Canada was asked to six international students from Thompson Rivers University, who all shared their experiences transitioning to Kamloops, British Columbia.
My name is Husna Tembo. I'm from Uganda.
My name is Tamba Kemo, and I'm from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and that is in West Africa.
My name is Davis Munget, and I'm from Zimbabwe.
My name is Shadrach Ochieno. I am a Ugandan citizen.
My name is Kristen Soy and I'm from the Bahamas.
I came here to start my university journey.
My first time in Kamloops was also my first time in Canada, and that was in the year 2015, on the 2nd of January. Firstly, I want to finish school, get my degree in Bachelor's of Science in Natural Resources. Next, I want to put my gifts into use.
I came to Kamloops in the fall of 2016. Right about that time, I just completed my high school education. So I was looking at furthering my studies by pursuing a degree out of my country.
I moved to Kamloops in fall of 2013, and I came to study computer science and finance.
I came to Kamloops in fall 2016 and my purpose was to get an education.
I want to graduate and maybe work here for a couple of years, then go back home and invest back home.
Well, educate myself, build connections and necessary connections to elevate me or take me to the next level in building my career, and hopefully find a way to impact my own community back home.
Well, first, I want to complete my studies, possibly get the highest merit of education I can, maybe PhD, and settle in Canada if possible, so permanent residence, citizenship.
I hope to attain my Bachelor's of General Studies as well as a diploma in Architectural Engineering Technology.
Personally, I have not experienced racism directly, but I've had a couple of friends tell me a few incidences where they have experienced racism.
Honestly, I think it does. I can't really give stats whether it is increased or decreased throughout the years, but it does exist.
It does, and it's not often seen, and I don't think it's not necessarily reduced, it's more, it takes different shapes and forms. It doesn't change, it's just there. But with this newer generation of people, we're more aware, we're less ignorant. So I feel like they want to be more educated in what's around the world, different cultures than they used to.
It does exist because it is basically in every denomination, in every society. But I can't really judge on the matter of it decreasing over the years because I haven't been there that long.
Personally, I think racism still does exist in Canada, however, I think it has decreased drastically.
I have experienced racism. This occurred at my place of work, where one of the customers referred to me as a nigger, and it was really disturbing.
For me, not many crazy situations, but more I was involved, for example, we would party in res, and then I don't know why, for what reason, this guy just wasn't comfortable with us being in the same place as him, but he said the N-word to a couple of girls that I was hanging out with.
Yes, not extreme measures, but yeah, I have experienced a few altercations, I guess you can say that.
Yes, I have, in the classroom.
Well, at first, I wanted to respond in an aggressive manner because I know the values of who I am, but I had to take the issue to my manager because it was a work environment.
I did not let it get to me directly because naturally it's all around. Not everyone's gonna have a positive impact on you. Not everyone's gonna have a positive attitude towards you. So you kind of just look past it and try and move on.
They got aggravated and I had to defuse the situation.
I dealt with my racism experience by reporting it to the head of the department, and they watched and observed what was going on within the classroom, and they took it upon themselves to handle it.
It's kind of hard applying for a job. Usually the companies don't want to hire students in general, but I'm not sure how true that is.
Actually, it was really hard applying for a job here as an international student. The reason is because where we are from, I have connections, I have relatives that own their own companies and businesses. So it's easy to start working with them. I just need to approach them and tell them how to work. But out here, you have to create your own resume, and you are employed according to your experience and some of the certificates that you have, which I didn't really have.
Not really, but there tends to be more of a bias depending on where you come from. Like some companies they've had bad experiences with people from, let's say, my country, but and so it's like everyone from my country might be the same, so they're less likely to want to hire someone from my country. So I think that's how it kind of works. But for me personally, because of the relationships I've built, I haven't really faced that per se.
Yes, to some extent it was hard for me when applying for a job because most places in Canada would look at your previous positions and previous places of employment, and if they're not in the country, then it's kind of hard for them, say, to get references. So at the end of the day, even if you have work experience from your previous country, it's like you have to start from square one.
Honestly, it wasn't hard applying for a job because I just put out resumes several different places and I got feedback, but it was just a matter of being patient.
Everybody here is so nice, so yes, I think Canada is a great place to live in.
I believe Canada is a good place to be in. Also, every country in the world has their good and bad people. So I have met more and I've experienced more good people in Canada than the wicked people or the evil people.
Canada is a good place mainly because there's a lot of opportunity, and Canada constantly changes and shifts. It's the one country that's more, actually it's, apart from my country, it's more open to diverse cultures. I mean,
Even if I have experienced racism, I still think that Canada is suitable for settlement because aside from the little racism issue, Canadians are really nice people.
Although I have experienced racism in Canada, I think it's still definitely a good place to be in life, merely because racism exists everywhere you go in the world, and you can't eliminate it. So you have to kind of put up with it, but at the same time, Canada is still an absolutely beautiful place to be.